When Alpha found out I was his mate, he demanded to know my name. I told him calmly, but before I could even process it, he rejected me. The reason? He thought I looked too human, and in his eyes, humans didn't deserve to be his moon goddess. But what he didn't know is that I'm no ordinary human. I'm a rare mix, a triple-blooded being, werewolf, witch, and vampire. At the royal ball where the new king was crowned, a guard approached me with an announcement. "The king wants to see you," he said, his tone impassive. My wolf surged with excitement, eager for the meeting, but I couldn't shake the doubt creeping in. I nodded and followed the guard through the grand halls to a lavish room. "So, you're my mate," came a cold voice. Turning, I saw Zachary Vance Spencer, the newly crowned Lycan king, standing by a window. His sharp gray eyes met mine, filled with disdain. "What is your name?" he demanded, his voice distant and commanding. "Harper Eliza Grace Luxper," I said, my voice steady, despite the tense atmosphere. He smirked cruelly, stepping closer. "I, Zachary Vance Spencer, King of the Montgomerys, reject you, Harper Eliza Grace Luxper, as my mate and future Lycan queen." His words hit like a slap, but I kept my composure. My wolf whimpered in pain, begging me to reveal the truth of who I was, but I held back. "Why do you reject me?" I asked, my voice laced with cold calmness. "You're just a weak, pathetic human," he sneered. "Humans cannot be my mate." I smiled, hiding my hurt. "Fine, rejection will break me." I met his gaze firmly. "I, Harper Eliza Grace Luxper, accept your rejection, Zachary Vance Spencer, my mate and future Lycan queen." His confusion and anger were evident, but I stood my ground. As the bond began to fade, a sharp ache bloomed in my breast. "Get out of my territory," he shouted, his grip on my arm tightening painfully, "and don't come back." I yanked my arm free and slapped him hard across the face. "Do you really think I want to stay in your hellhole? Don't flatter yourself, King. I don't need someone like you." His face darkened, and he struck me, sending me crashing to the ground. His warriors dragged me out as he barked orders. "Take her away and make sure she never comes back." As I was shoved into a sleek black car, my friend Amanda tried to intervene, begging them to let me go, but her pleas were ignored. "I'm sorry, Amanda. I communicated with her mentally. I promise we'll meet again." And with that, I was banished from Zachary's realm. 5 years later. Time moved fast after my rejection. The pain didn't go away. It lingered. My wolf mourned for a year, crying out in agony. Dennis, my vampire sighed, and my witch powers only added to the turmoil, but I adapted. Living among humans wasn't easy at first, but I found a routine. I worked at a coffee shop, blending into their world. My coworker, Mindy, often pulled me out of my thoughts, concerned about me. "You look lost, Alyssa," she said one day, her voice full of worry. "I'm fine, just tired," I assured her with a smile that didn't reach my eyes. But I wasn't fine. For 3 years, I'd sensed the presence of warriors trailing me, always lurking in the shadows. Thanks to my unique abilities, I knew exactly who was behind it. What does he want? He rejected me. He's the selfish king who only cares about himself, I thought bitterly. 2 weeks later, while I was collecting herbs in the forest, I heard footsteps behind me. I froze, scanning the trees. My heart dropped when I spotted the royal guards approaching. One of them stopped, his gaze locking onto mine. Recognition hit me like a wave. Amanda's brother.